Hi, Terry Franks here. Welcome back to my channel, Prescott Voice. Don't forget to hit those subscribe, like, and share buttons. I would really appreciate it. Today, I want to talk about glorifying terrorism. What are we thinking today? Every time I turn on the news, you've got this craziness going on with anti-Israel protests. There is a couple of things. This is going to be probably a shorter video, depending on whether I go down a rabbit hole or not. There are symbols that these protesters, they're called protesters, they are Jew haters. They hate the Jews. They want to annihilate the Jews. They are supporting Hamas. And supporting Hamas means they're supporting Iran. I can't even think with it. It's so bad right now. This glorification of Hamas. They're not going to budge on any ceasefire agreement with Israel. Oh no. They want Israel out of Gaza completely from a military standpoint. What they want is for the U.S. to help them rebuild Gaza. There is a bill that was just introduced against that. Why would we agree to help them rebuild Gaza? At the same time, we are using our weapons to help the Israelis annihilate Hamas and their leadership and all of their horrific terrorists that were part of the October 7th massacre in Israel. Why would we do that? Why would we use our tax dollars, our hard-earned money that we give to our government to support Hamas? Well, let me just tell you, Senor and leaders of Hamas, I know that you, if you had the opportunity, would slay me. They would kill me if they had the opportunity. And let me tell you, people, they would kill you too. All of you anti-Israel protesters that are getting on subways and saying, are there any Zionists on this train? Are there any Zionists? Please raise your hand if you're a Zionist. Nobody raised their hands, obviously. Who's going to do that? These guys are just morons. So then he says, oh, it looks like we don't have any Zionists on the subway, so we can go ahead and be on our way. Brainless idiots. If that were my kid, I would seriously have to have a talk with him and say, what is wrong with you? You have to wonder about the parents of these brainless, moronic kids. They all probably have silver spoons in their mouths. Who can afford to be out protesting in the middle of the day? I mean, really, most people have jobs and they're working to support their families and to pay taxes. We want to help Gaza rebuild. After Hamas, on October 7th, brutally attacked, raped, burned, killed, shot, taken hostage Israelis and Americans. What in the hell is wrong with us? Are you as pissed as I am? I'm pissed. I am just done with this government, with the Biden administration who has just gutted this country. Just completely gutted it. And guess what, people? We have until November, actually, let's just say January, and God forbid that he is reelected. I don't think he'll last that long. He is in a world of hurt. He is worse than my grandmother was just before she died. I mean, he's stiff and he's frozen and he wanders places just like my grandmother did. She wanted to go to the train station in the middle of the night to see her mommy and daddy. That's where Biden is right now. Do you want him for another 4 years? No, no, no. And it's really not Biden that is in charge. It's this shadow government he has. Who knows who's running it? Certainly isn't Kamala Harris. What a loon she is. The President of the United States, he is out to lunch. So, the point I was making is that we still have until January. And I'm hoping that Trump is elected. But is he the answer to all of this? No, I don't think so. I think he would help with his policies, but he can't even make a stand on abortion now. he's kind of waffling because most of the country supports abortion, if you can believe it. And I think the last stats I checked was 73 million babies worldwide that are aborted every single year. And you don't think that God is going to judge this country and the globe? Don't even think for a minute that you are going to escape God's judgment. Anybody that's involved with the abortion industry is going to get hammered by the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings. He hates hands that shed innocent blood. And boy, there is a lot of innocent blood being shed. So let's talk about some other parts of glorifying terrorism. So the inverted red triangle appears on the Palestinian flag, where it represents, or did represent, the role of the Hashemite dynasty in the Arab revolt against the Ottoman Empire during the First World War. The color red symbolizes the blood of those who sacrificed in battle for the Arab cause and the Palestinian cause. Red is also one of the pan-Arab colors, along with black, white, and green, which together represents Arab unity and independence. Hamas puts the inverted triangle in their combat videos, above Israeli tanks, above Israeli vehicles, to symbolize that they want to kill them. In the current war, experts have noted that the triangle first appeared in the IQB, or the Al-Qassam brigades, which is the military wing of Hamas, in their videos around November 2023. The inverted red triangle can be seen identifying soldiers in a Hamas video posted on X on November 4th by the news outlet Al Jazeera Arabic. The inverted red triangle, it's inspired by the Nazi era. And a lot of people don't even know that. This inverted red triangle is inspired by the Nazi era, where political prisoners, especially the Jews, were marked with inverted triangles, much like the yellow star or the yellow badge that Jews were forced to wear. The watermelon slice, a symbol of, they say, solidarity. But, I'm not buying that. And I'm sure a lot of people don't buy that. We know it means much more than that. And it was displayed during the first Intifada that they're so vocal about committing today. In numerous news reports I have watched, you can see these inverted red triangles that also appears on the Palestinian flag. If you happen to catch the news reporting on all the vile anti-Israel protests, look for it on their clothing. Spray painted on buildings, depicted on their signs, and on and on, in their fervor to exhibit their lust to destroy the Jews and the Jewish state of Israel. It is a reprehensible symbol and indicates the annihilation of the Jews. You'll also see anti-Israel protesters using the slices of watermelon, they say is all in solidarity. Yeah, kumbaya and all that. These guys are so evil. Many of these kids, the younger ones, don't even know what they're doing. They don't know what they're standing for. If you ask them, if they lined up here today and I were to ask what this is all about, they wouldn't be able to explain it to me. Not even a sentence. You see it on the news, I ask them all the time. They don't even know what this is all about. They have no clue. They are ignorant. They are morons. And yet they go to colleges, these elite colleges, and they're supposed to be learning something. So this watermelon slice originated from an interview with an artist, a prominent Palestinian artist. I guess he was told he couldn't paint the flag. He said to an Israeli soldier, well, can I paint a flower that's red, white, black, and green? And he said, you can't even paint a watermelon. So that's how the watermelon slice came about. But you see it along with the inverted red triangle now. So you know whenever you see that, the emojis or something on the news, it's on their vests, it's on their tents, it's on their signs. It is a symbol of evil. It is a symbol of hatred toward the Jews. And I am wondering where all of this is going to lead. Well, I am doing a separate video on this. This is a supernatural event. What we see in the physical is not really what's happening. It's what's happening behind the scenes and has been happening for thousands of years. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have seen these symbols, these inverted triangles, and these watermelon slices that represent a nice picnic to me. But to them, it means the blood of the Jews. It means Hamas. It spells Hamas. It spells Hezbollah. It spells Iran. It spells hatred and the destruction of the Jews. That's what they want. Now, whether we start to see violence in the physical sense against Jews, I know we've seen a bit of it. We had one killed in Greece, Alexandria, at point blank range. Whether this picks up steam and we start to see that, in light of what's being reported in Jerusalem about Sinwar, just laughing, thinking he has won. He has won with the people in America because, you know, you look at the streets. I mean, they're just filled with these idiots that are out there. What is happening is really unbelievable. It's coming, folks. Judgment is coming. So get ready. Prepare if you can, not only physically with maybe food, water, whatever you can store, do it now. But more importantly, prepare spiritually, because if you can't stand in the evil day, how are you going to protect your children? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. We don't have a lot of time to get our houses in order, and I know it's difficult. It doesn't seem like there's much hope out there, but as long as I have breath in my body and you have breath in yours, there is hope. I don't hear a lot of voices standing for Israel. I don't. Well, that's because there's satanic forces behind all of this. Satan is currently the prince of the power of the air. But make no mistake, Hamas is going down. Hamas will ultimately be destroyed. Thank you for watching.